After being misled all of your life by a stupid triangle, you decided to give the Carnivore Diet a try to regain your health, but it was harder than you thought giving up all the sugar and carbs, leading you to fail multiple times trying to just eat meat. But instead of staying down and cowering in the corner with a Twinkie in your mouth, you decided to get back up and come out swinging. That, dear viewer, makes you a warrior.
You warriors are good. Real good. The best.
Hey, good morning, warriors. What is going on, everybody? I'm pulling up the comments, seeing everybody say good morning. It's so good to see y'all. The one that stuck out to me was Anna Frazier sitting in a dentist office. Oh, your son's having some work done? Very cool. Glad you guys all stopped by. Yesterday's meeting did a world of good for me. I was just fired up all day. You guys will see in tonight's vlog. You know, you guys just really turned my day into something special. I forgot the power of, a live stream and keep me accountable. So, didn't sleep real good last night. Had a little bit of insomnia, some dreams. So I'm on my second cup of black coffee. This is the first time I've had coffee in 3 days, I believe. Yeah, because I've been drinking iced tea in the morning. But it is good to see you all. Yeah, the feedback from the meeting was really great. We're going to try and figure out what time would be best for everybody. We'll have to see. I just want to say hi to everybody real quick while some people are coming in. What's up, Fat? Mary, hey, from all the way from Minnesota. Cool. It's good to see you. I think I finally made it in time today. Hey, Jen. It's good to see you. Oh, everybody. Lori, good morning. Awesome. Oh, Jen, I'm in Arizona, so this live really helps me start my morning great. Well, very cool. Yeah, I lived in Bullhead City, Arizona for a while I worked in Laughlin, Nevada. I was there for 5 years. Very hot. Very hot. 120 degrees probably there right now. So stay cool. Marnie Mac, or Mary Mac. Hey, Mary. What's up? Barbara, good morning, Larry from North Mississippi. It's good to see y'all. Fat Street Glider, what's up? Afternoon. How were you at, GMEAJ? Arizona? Yeah, I figure with this time, we get quite a few West Coast people here. Oh, Rachel Payton, longtime friend of mine. I've known Rachel for 20 years. Well, we met in Bullhead City. We worked together at the Edgewater Hotel and Casino. It's good to see you, Rachel. Rachel's improved her health so much. Hey, John, what's up? Quick hello, yeah? Gotta head out to work. Good to see you. Kel. What's up, Kel? Hey. Cassie just bailed. She went to go get some, she's like, you want some chicken thighs today? I said, yes, absolutely. So, yeah, I said, you want to get on the live with me? She said, no, not yet. So she actually sat down and started a video yesterday. And she said, I don't know if it's any good. So I might just redo it. So, but she's inching her way back. It's weird when you're away for a while to get back on camera. It's really strange. You guys know how comfortable she was hanging out with all you and talking to you. It is a trippy part of YouTube. It's like you get out of practice, I guess, camera practice. Cinnabird, hey, yay, or yay. Karen just had a ribeye. Wow, good for you. Yeah, right on. Shell Bell, what's up? Darla, hey. Just some quick hello, guys, while everybody piles in. Yeah, I'm a little foggy today. I gotta tell you the truth. And I got to bed a little earlier last night. It was about 1:45 a.m. But it's, and I got up earlier today, so I'm getting there. I had a lot of work to do last night. You know what I did? I sat down and I set up all these streams for the next 5 days, so I don't have to worry about it. But we are here to support each other. We are here to encourage each other and to be kind to one another. As most of us here are probably food addicts, and if you've beaten your food addiction and you're hanging out with us, we can draw strength from you big time. So I look forward to hanging out with you all here. I want to pull up that graphic I pulled up yesterday. I gotta find it. I have all these graphics from all the live streams we've ever done. I need to go in here and delete them because it's like every time I look for something, I gotta, scroll through a million things. I mean, back to when we were doing Tuesday night trivia lives. You guys remember those? I still have graphics in here from that. That was a couple years ago. That's crazy. Anyway, where is that? Darn it. I'm sorry, guys. Media and banners. I'm a little foggy today. Okay. Here it is. Cool. So yesterday we talked about what food addiction means to me. And today, the first time I realized I had a problem. I was thinking a lot about that this morning. And, at first I came up with one answer and I'm like, well, no. And I thought about it a little more. And for me, the first time I had a problem, I knew I had a problem, was the first time I tried to change my diet and eat healthy. And that's so true with any alcoholic. I mean, I can talk from personal experience. The first time I tried to quit drinking and I couldn't do it, I realized I had a problem. I didn't admit it. I didn't outwardly say it, but I knew there was a problem because I was trying to save my marriage and I just couldn't do it. I'd make it 2-3 days sober and then just pick up a drink and, and Cassie'd be in tears like, gosh, Larry, you just had 3 great days. Why did you pick up a drink? And that's when I really started realizing I had a problem. So you guys, if you feel like it, you want to share when you first had a problem, and I'll bring up your comments. For me, it was the first time we tried the keto diet. And it was the first time I had really had a bad physical, and the doctor's like, your blood pressure's way up. Of course we wanted to quit sugar and carbs for Cassie's cancer too, but, me personally, I was a big dude. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't stick to keto. I do good for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. And then, the keto treats and you're trying to, make mock lasagna, keto lasagna, and just stuff like that. We just could never stick to keto. And that's why we eventually transitioned into carnivore. But, yeah, so that was probably... Man, gosh, how long ago was that? That was probably 6 years ago, when I really realized that, man, I got a serious problem here. And if I look back all the way to like when I was a kid, I always ate a lot. And you guys know I love fast food, and I was just thinking this morning, in high school when I played basketball, I remember whenever we had an away game, my mom would always give me quite a bit of money. She'd give me like $10 or $15. Which was a lot of money back then. And I remember her saying, because I wore jeans and a t-shirt, my older sister, she had to have all the fashionable clothes, and my mom spent a bunch of money on her that way. So this was her way to, here you go, here's some extra money. It's like, it was my thing. And I remember being on an away game and eating 2-3 Big Macs, Coke and fries, and I was in great shape. I could run 10 miles. Who couldn't when you're 16? I mean, back then, most people were in pretty good shape, but, and I just always pounded the food. And I remember friends of mine, would just have their Big Mac meal and that would be it. But I always overate fast food. So, but anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So I'm bringing up some of your thoughts here. Here we go. Wow, an element thing. Let me see here. Curious as why you drink element flavored options with the sweeteners instead of unflavored. Great question. A lot of times I will, like in the morning, I have the unflavored. And then with my meal, one of my meals, I usually have like a half a pack of one of the flavored ones. You know, so, and when I fast, I just use the unflavored. So, but yeah, I never had a problem with Element losing weight. You know, I lost 100 pounds using it the entire time. So, but I think we mentioned this yesterday. The maltodextrin in it, some people that's just a deal breaker. They don't want to be consuming that. So, but it's never been a problem for Cass and I. And the flavored ones are good. Last year they came out with their grapefruit salt, and I thought that tasted like lemonade. But the new lemonade that Element came out with is phenomenal. So, a little treat on your carnivore diet. Gidget, hey Gidget, it's good to see you. Starting over today, my ex bought Jerry Springer issues to my door. So stressful. Stress will do it. I hope everything works out for you. And starting over today, sounds good. You know, I can't wait to get this weight off, you guys. I was in the shower this morning and I just felt so fat. You know, I don't say very, very often getting old sucks, but I did this morning. I was like, man, you know, I remember getting up with no pain and good old days. Fat street glider. Hey, what's up? Okay, I'm a little behind here. I'm still saying hi to everybody. Kim, good morning, I assume, from Center, Texas. Hey, this time is great. It's early evening for me, so just the right time. Oh, okay. You must not be in the U.S. Very cool. Lori, I made it. Watching from work. Have a good day at work, Lori. Let's see. Hey, Lucy's got great advice. Guys, hit that like button. Greetings from Jersey Shore. What's up, Lucy? Yeah, just back out of the chat, hit that like button. And you can share, copy the link, and put it out to your social media and spread the word. Dr. Barry, you know, he's always saying that, and I got to follow his lead. Share, share, share. Ohio, I guess technically it's not afternoon for another half hour. Amber, what's up, Amber? Just got back from your walk? There's a warrior right there. Very cool. I agree, Kim. It helped me stay accountable. You guys talking about yesterday's stream, hopefully? I'm not sure. You guys talking amongst yourselves, which is always a cool thing. Especially when I'm sitting here solo. You know, I'm gonna try and get Cassie's off for a batch of days here, so I'm gonna get her on here with me and she can fire up the live stream, say hi to you guys. That's probably what I should have her do before she sits down to record a video, is because she loves live streams. You know, they're flowing, conversational. And she's so much more of a natural at that than just getting on camera and hitting the record button. Committed Carnivore, what's up? Good morning. I'm almost done with my 30-day BBE challenge. This live is helping me to the finish line. Wow, good for you. It's not easy. The BBE, it is easy, but it's not. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's so simple, but yeah, good for you. I hope you've had great results. You're feeling good. Teresa, the only human being I've ever met named Teresa, and she's pretty cool. What's up, girl? All right, here we go, Aaron. Watching every day. Very cool, Aaron. First time I knew I had a problem was when the first time I could not fit on a roller coaster. Was so embarrassed having to walk off the ride. Wow. Do you want to talk about bringing back memories? I've had that same exact experience. Yep, it was at Indiana Beach, and I couldn't get on the roller coaster. So embarrassed. I'm sure many of us here can relate to that. So, yeah, well, doing something about it now, right? Yeah, that's crazy you brought that up. That's what I love about so many parallels to all our stories, you know? Yep, I can vividly remember that. Getting the bar down on your belly. Oh, brutal. Brandy, watching every day, been around since day one. I know the struggles and frustration. Mine just comes from a different reason. I had a partial knee replacement, and someday I wish the leg was just gone, but I push on. Yeah, that's something I cannot relate to there, Brandy. I mean, what a challenge. And you're pushing on, right? I'm so sorry. The only thing I could relate to that is, I mean, losing part of your body is my teeth, and that was a real struggle for a while, but I got used to it. So I hope things get better, Brandy. Deborah, the people at work helped me celebrate my 60th birthday. They recorded it, I watched it, and I didn't like what I saw. Decided to change my eating habits. Man, I was a mess. Still trying to make it. Yep. Yeah, you saw the photo of you and you're just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys know 2 days ago, my vlog where I was out raking. I set up the camera, right, when I was raking in front of the porch, get my exercise. I set up the camera and I worked and I had to grab the trash can. I was dumping because there was some trash there too. I was dumping it in, and I happened to go over and I looked at the camera and I was like, oh my gosh, didn't like the way I looked. So I moved the camera a little bit so the bushes were between me so you guys wouldn't see my full body. I still get embarrassed, It's like, I was like, wow, Larry, you just let yourself go. So I hear you. Oh, Chris, the first time I knew I had a problem was when I pulled up to the Wendy's drive-thru, and instead of the worker asking for my order, she said, your usual. Yeah, that's me at Starbucks, Chris. If I went up to my local Starbucks right here, they'd say, hey, Larry. All those lattes I was drinking, I mean, all this. This is 80% lattes. Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you sharing that with us, Chris. Jay says, for me, it was when I realized I was sneaking to eat things at work so my coworker wouldn't know I was eating again. There you go. That sounds like Cassie. You guys, awesome. Thank you for sharing. Linda, I realized I had a problem decades ago. I knew I couldn't moderate my food intake no matter how hard I tried. Decades. I've been bigger my whole life. It's been a fight with my weight since I was a teenager. Yeah, as soon as I stopped, when my sister was killed, as soon as I stopped playing basketball, I started putting on a little weight, and then my sister passed away, and I started putting it on, maybe gained 20, 30 pounds, and then when I met Cassie, yeah, we really went for it. We both gained a ton of weight. So, it's strange. I guess it's not strange, but there weren't a whole lot of heavy kids at my school. There were a few, but it's just, wow, what a difference nowadays. Because I remember, just a couple of years ago, going to Little Larry's high school, and it seemed like half the kids were obese. So you can see the problem right in front of your face. Smiling for you. I found it interesting that with keto, I could not intermittent fast, and with carnivore intermittent fasting came natural. Really? That is interesting. But you figured it out, right? And now you know. And knowing's half the battle. Whopper Jr. 99 cents. That was a while ago. I remember at gosh, what was it? Jack in the Box. You could get 2 jumbo jacks for $3. That was quite a while ago. That was back when I lived in Arizona, 20 years ago. Poison, cheap poison, right? Kodiak Joe, good morning from Kodiak, Alaska. Hey Joe, all the way from Alaska. It's good to see you. Yeah, we had Bill Mott stop by yesterday from Alaska. That's one state. I've been to a lot of states. I think I've been to like 30 states. I've never been to Alaska. Debbie, good morning, Larry and Carnivore crew. Hey, Deb. It's good to see you. Anna, first time I realized I had an eating problem was after my last pregnancy, but I didn't do anything about it until I turned 47. I got concerned about my health. Yeah, our daughter Holly's really put on a lot of weight with the baby, and she's kind of like me and Cash. Her weight will fluctuate, and she'll get down to a healthy weight, and then she'll gain weight. But they want to have like 2 or 3 kids, so she's doing carnivore right now. She wants to get the weight off so she can, have another little one. Hey John, what's up? I think someone cloned your Facebook account unless you recently got a $50,000 government grant. Really? Yeah. So many scammers out there. It's so crazy. Let's see. Bye, Larry. Gotta go. Hang in there, buddy. See ya. That was 41, so yeah, he's probably already gone. Gidget. Many years ago, I was doing Atkins, and I had lost 50 pounds. My then husband made a rude comment, and I remember waiting for everyone to go to bed, and I found myself eating bowls of cereal, anything sweet. He's binging. He triggered a binge. Yeah. Anna, but I was bigger, always bigger throughout my childhood. That didn't help me out. Barbara, first time I knew I had a problem was when I developed diabetic neuropathy. Very painful. I am losing weight, but it is still very bad. Yeah, I have neuropathy in my left foot, my 3 small toes, and that was from drinking. It's actually, ever since when I started carnivore and I was really strict for a long time, it actually improved a little bit. It is painful. Mine's more uncomfortable, not painful. But yeah, I hope you find some relief for that, Barbara. If you're, I don't know how long you've been on carnivore, but I wouldn't say it would get rid of it, but man, it could definitely help it, right? Karen, us starting is the first step. Absolutely. Larry, you said getting old really sucks. I am 80 years old. Barbara, my father-in-law, who's like my own father, we're so close. He was just down here, and see now, he's 78? Papa's 78, yeah. And I'm telling you, me now at the weight I'm at, he's in better shape than I am. He's got more, more energy. He's just in better shape than I am. It's crazy, but 80 years young. And I'm, if I'm like it, if I stay the way I am, I just won't be around when I'm 80 years old, so probably got 10 years left on this earth if I stay this weight, if I'm lucky, Belt fed Ted. Outstanding. Love you, brother. What's up, Ted? Wow. Michelle Bell. Day 348, dirty carnivore / some dairy. Down 97 pounds. Today is a 2-day water fast. Awesome. That's very cool. I'm a little envious, Shell Bell. You're where I was a year ago. You punk. Watch tonight's vlog. Since I see it'll pertain to you, so definitely watch it at 6:30, Shelbo. Age is just a number. Yep, it's a fact. Anna, being raised in Taiwan as a missionary kid, my talk genes and large frame seemed weird to the tiny Asian people. That had a negative effect on me. I have a tall dad and a tall uncles laugh out loud with big feet too. So you felt out of place, huh? Yeah, that must have been a trip. Amber, I don't know if it was I realized I had a problem, but I had my AHA moment, aha moment. Oh, Larry, when I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, also trying to shrink my menopause belly. Yeah, the type 2 diabetes, I've talked to so many people that was like their wake up call. Like, oh my gosh, it's time to fire it up. Sam, what's up, Sam? Hi, Larry. I was wondering if you are doing Ketovore like Cassie, if you would recommend avocados, cilantro lettuce, and cilantro with some Primal Kitchen avocado oil mayo. Absolutely. If you're doing Ketovore, yeah, you could eat all that. For sure. Yeah. Just want to stay in ketosis, right? I mean, just, watch how much you're putting in there, but yeah, all that sounds good. The Primal Kitchen avocado oil mayo, I've heard that's really good. Because I love mayo. Longtime viewers of the channel know I really love mayo. And I've been good about saying no to it because, the seed oils do cause inflammation. But I'm going to pick up some of that Primal Kitchen because I actually read some stuff about it and it's supposed to be pretty good. I think they have it at Whole Foods. So the next time I'm in the Greenville area, I'm going to pick some up. Yeah, all that sounds great. Kel, Cassie, please come back. We miss you. Yeah, absolutely. I miss her too. Hey, Kathleen. Good morning, all. Yesterday's live motivated me so much. Very cool. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of this stream, but I said the same thing. I felt so good just reconnecting, connecting with you guys in the morning, and then it just spilled into the rest of my day, which is really nice. I didn't plan to go an hour yesterday, or hour and a half. So today I wanted to keep it like at an hour at the most. So I'm still not sure when I'm going to do members lives. Because I can bring people up on the screen with me. We can have 10 people at once. I'll have a chat. Someone's got to leave. I can let them go, bring someone else on. So I think after tomorrow's stream, we'll do an hour meeting like we are right now. And then like at 12:45, I'm going to start a member stream and see how that works. Or maybe I'll do it in the evening. I'll announce it in tomorrow's meeting, but because then here I'm reading your comments, we're hanging out, it's cool, but to actually have a conversation with people, it's much more engaging. But I gotta tell you, yeah, I felt awesome yesterday, so this is cool too. But it is nice to sit and chat with everybody face to face. You said it, simple but not easy. Yeah, BBB challenges. It's worth it though. It's so worth it. Gosh, that's the best I've ever felt. First time we did the BBBE challenge and I succeeded. Love Indiana Beach. Used to live in Indiana. Yeah, isn't that place cool? Yeah, I remember because I moved to the Chicago area, met Cassie, and she grew up there, and she took me there, and I was just like, wow. It was like going back in time. It was like a amusement park from the 1960s, and everything was retro. It was really cool. Indiana Beach. Darla, it happened when I woke up one day and said, "I'm fat. Now I try and lose the weight to help other family members." She just woke up one day, huh? Said, "I'm fat." Man. I hate being fat. I really do. Kathleen, have you got the subject today? Yeah, I should pop it up again, just for anybody. Oh, you guys hear my stomach growling? We're on number 2 today. The first time I realized I had a problem, and it's an interesting question. I had a couple answers. There's a bunch of different ways to look at it. But if you feel like sharing, Kathleen, fire it up. Where were we? Okay. Lori, hey Lori, I've had the walk of shame from a roller coaster. I was in my early 20s, over 20 years ago. I wish I had found Carnivore back then. Yeah, right. The walk of shame from the roller coaster. That's a great way to put it. Sandra, hey Sandra. I'm late here, doing good today. Hang strong, everybody. We can do this. You're right on time, Sandra. It's good to see you. All right, let me see here. Smiling for you. I couldn't get on a roller coaster because I was too short, and I still am. Oh, that's okay. They have a few roller coasters you can ride, right? Oh, Gina. Hey, Gina. Hi, Larry. Growing up in an Italian family, food is love. Mind frame and everything. Yeah. Stay strong. We need your support. Thanks, Gina. And yeah, I mean, Cassie got all her cooking skills from her father. And, we go up there, man. He puts out a spread, but I mean, he's always very gracious and takes care of our needs, like Carnivore. But gosh, he just makes some of the best food I've ever had, Such a contrast to my dad, who never cooked, it's amazing how different people are. Both awesome, honorable men that I love, but just, my dad did not cook. He was in the garage, working on stuff. There she is. There's my baby doll. I'm headed into the store. Anybody need anything? Yeah, get those chicken thighs, honey. There she is. Yeah, it's my girl. Gidget, has anyone ever looked at a picture and asked, "Who is that?" And they say that is you. I didn't recognize myself. Crazy and sad. It is not who I want to be. That's actually never happened to me. I've never seen a picture and didn't realize it was me. But yeah, that would be a trip. Man, I hate the feeling of fat. It's so uncomfortable. Yeah. Everything hurts. Everything does. And when I get to this right here, and I'm close to my heaviest weight ever, and my breathing gets really labored. I can't stand that. Being out of breath is just so frustrating. Let's see. Yeah. Z says we cannot moderate addiction, sugar, carb, abstinence. This is the way. Yeah, I learned that the hard way, right? Down 100 pounds, feeling on top of the world, feeling great, and I took it for granted, So, I get down there again. Hopefully, I won't make the same mistake again, and learn. Oh, all right, Kathleen, again, 57 in August and struggling since high school, but I'm working one day at a time. Very cool, Kathleen. You might have answered down lower, I'm not sure, but do you remember when you realized you had a problem with food? First time? Sherry, my hiding the junk food binges started As a teen, it wrecked my body and mental health. Yeah, that would be rough as a teen. I didn't go through it that young, but I have at different periods in my life, and it was hard then. So I can only imagine for a young lady who's a teenager. Thanks for sharing that, Sherry. New York City in the house. Very cool. Yeah, I want to visit. I'd like to visit New York City one time with somebody who's lived there the whole life and they know exactly where to go. You know what I mean? It's like that place is so intimidating. I would get culture shock. Our son Cody, 100-day countdowns, getting married. They're going to Japan for their honeymoon. And I'm like, wow, that's just such. I mean, I've been to so many places in the U.S., but I have no desire to travel internationally. And he's got that like adventurous heart, and so does his fiance. Maybe I'll have him stop by and say hi to Dave Mack. Linda, at my lightest weight, I could hide behind others in. At my highest weight, I would hide behind others in group photos at 90-pound plus, and I don't hide from pictures any longer. That is so cool, and I bet you 90% of the people in this stream right now, Linda, have done the same thing, gotten in the back of a photo. I know I have. Cassie and I'd be with all of our kids. We'd be in the back, And I even, gosh, whenever I see pictures of heavy people and I see them in the back, I know, I know exactly why they're back there, And I feel for them, It's so sad. So, G.I. Joe, right? Oh, Kip Moore. Who is Kip Moore? I don't even know who that is. Never heard of that guy. What's up, Carnivore Kit? It's good to see you. Working hard today, yeah? You doing your accounting? There in the casino? Glad you stopped by. I'll talk to Kip on the phone once in a while. He'll be at work. I'm like, yeah, can you talk right now? He's, oh, it's okay. I got a little earpiece. I can talk to you. I'm like, okay, cool. And I think I've always known, but last night being admitted to the hospital with AFib, I need more help if I want to keep living. Oh, wow. And that was last night? Wow, I hope you come through that. Wow, let's see, where's my pen? I got a little pen here. Just write your name down. I will pray for you tonight, and you're on my prayer list. Hang in there. Wow. Oh. Shelbell, hi Cassie. Oh, and you know what? For anyone out there who does pray, Christian, loves the Lord Jesus, say a prayer for Ann. Very cool. Thank you. Shelbell, hi Cassie. Ribeyes, please. Laugh out loud, Missy girl. Absolutely. Oh, all right. CB Carmack. Hey, what's up? Seems like I haven't seen you in a while. Maybe, but I don't think so. Anyway, good to see you. Same here. I haven't ate all day, and it's no big deal. Carnivore and natural intermittent fasting is real. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I haven't eaten yet today. Black coffee. Is that eating? It's weird how when I lift this cup, my camera goes dim. Strange. Cassie picked me up some bacon and ribeye. Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. First time I realized was when I had a moment of clarity. I had gotten sober but realized I was binge eating to get numb. I just subbed food for alcohol. Yep. I've had quite a few friends who got sober and then they gained a ton of weight. And you would think, especially if you're a beer drinker, you'd lose weight drinking, but, and alcohol's got so many calories anyway. But no, they went to food, and they gained a ton of weight. So you're not alone in that, Jeannie. Hey, also known as eating alcoholically. There you go. John, McDonald's dollar menu, 4 double cheeseburgers and a medium Coke, $5 every day for lunch for years. Yep. Yeah. That food, man, that food is so good, so bad for you, and so addicting. Smiling for it. Very cool. I find the vibration plate to be helpful with my neuropathy. I saw Bill Knott using one of those, and I've considered it. Yeah, because I have the neuropathy in my small toes on my left foot, but my feet in general are just slightly numb. You know what I mean? So I might have to. If I do, I'll use Bill Knott's link. Hook him up with a credit there. I don't know how much. I don't know how expensive those are. I have no idea. I've never looked them up. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to differentiate comments you're making to me or each other. Shellbell, I will be here. Thank you as I approach my 1 year. Yeah, you've kicked butt, Shellbell. Are you in our group? Are you in our Facebook group, Shellbell? Carnivore Quest community? Karen, this is great. Thank you, Larry, and all. Well, you're welcome from all of us. It's this isn't me. This is everybody together. I just really wish it'd be cool if I could just snap my fingers and one of you be sitting here for a few minutes. We talk, and it'll be better when Cassie joins me. Get on here and chit chat. Oh, here we go. Carnivore Collective. I tried all the Primal Kitchen products and hated everything, especially the mayo. Okay. I make my own using butter or bacon and grease. The latter tastes like the dressing on a German potato salad. Okay. Yeah, I attempted making my own mayo a while ago. We're talking like 3 years ago. And it was such a mess, and I got frustrated. Wow, you guys hear my stomach rumbling? Next time it does, I'm going to pull the mic down to it. It's rocking and rocking. Maybe you can hear it. And if you watch the vlog, you'll know why. If you watch the vlog tonight at 6:30. I appreciate that, though, Carnivore Collective. The feedback on the Primal Kitchen stuff. There you go. Yeah, just make it very easy. I used an immersion blender. Yeah, I didn't use one of those. I don't know why I'm making this difficult. I should just say, Cassie, will you make some mayo? But I remember getting frustrated with it because you had to drizzle it so slowly. Got a little impatient. But I'll tell you, the next time I am in Whole Foods, I am going to try it. And I'll let you guys know. Sam, hi Cassie, please get me some avocado oil mayo for you and Larry. Either Primal Kitchen and Chosen Foods work. They're the only avocado ones I can find. Also, the cheapest deal is Costco, 32 ounce. Oh, Costco's got it, okay. Yeah, I'm going to definitely try it. I did some reading, it's probably a couple months ago, about healthy mayos, and most of the avocado mayos still have seed oil in them, but I heard the Primal Kitchen didn't. See, the Cyber 1 Huh. How long ago was that? Oh gosh, he took off 16 minutes ago. Sorry guys, I'm so far behind on the chat. Solid J Kent, what's up everyone? I'm hopping back on the wagon with you, Larry. Last year went from 350 to 275, but then my wife had a baby and I put 10 pounds back on. I'm trying to get to 240 by the end of the year. Oh yeah, you'll do it. 10 pounds, so you're what, 285? Wow. Well, it's good to see you. Imagine you were like me, gaining 65, 70 pounds. So you get there, no problem. Baby, I'll do it. Jen, yeah, I didn't think I'd get through yesterday, but the replay of yesterday's live watched in the afternoon. Well, very cool, Jen. I'm glad it helped you. That's the whole point, right? You guys saw this, who was here at the start of the stream. I was like a little like, I just had a rough night, didn't sleep good, but now I'm just feeling great. Just hanging out with you guys for a little while. That's all it takes. Oh, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Yeah, you're talking about celery. Yeah, I love the crunch from celery. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with celery. I'm not eating it right now, but some people are just like, you can't have any vegetables. I mean, you do you, right? And you and Cassie have helped me get back on track. I just bought a dehydrator. Oh, awesome. And enjoy it. Yeah, it's trippy. The different things you can do with a dehydrator. The ground beef jerky is my favorite, though. Ground beef jerky, because of my dentures, I just like the texture. The replay of the live helped me push through last night. Oh, well, I already read that, yeah. Oh, no. Okay. That was a new one. I am not fat. I am festively plump. Hey, Daniel. 465 down to 300 so far. Thanks for inspiring me. Wow. I'm sure it wasn't just me, Daniel. That's all you, man. That's awesome. It's a lot of weight. A lot of weight. Okay. The brand of avocado ranch and mayo that doesn't have potato starch is Chosen Foods. Okay. Oh, good information here, John. Make your own mayo, much cheaper than Primal Kitchen. All you need is a few minutes, an immersion blender, and some mustard, egg, salt, vinegar, and butter or avocado oil. Two Crazy Ketos and Chris Cooking Nashville have recipes. Very cool. Great info. Nancy, as a child, I was skinny, then hit puberty and ballooned to 160 pounds from 95. I didn't address it as a problem until yesterday, or even today, as you brought it up as a problem. Okay, Nancy. Yeah, puberty. Wow, nailed you, huh? Crazy. I gotta figure out how I can read your comments and look at you guys at the same time. But if I move the camera over, I won't be able to see the comments. Oh, YouTube problems. Oh, Cal, I knew I had a problem when I couldn't bend down and tie my shoes. Yeah. You know what I dread doing right now? Oh, I dread putting on my socks right now. I tell Cassie, I say, oh, it's like an Olympic event, me getting my socks on. I'm bend down and just barely get it over my toes. I hate it. So thanks for sharing, Cal. My shoes, they're they're tie shoes. They're not slip-ons, but I can slip them on. You know, I'm one of those lazy dudes, but... Uh-oh. You hear Brisket barking. We either have a delivery or gas is back. Hello from... Is that Wyoming? Yeah, I believe so. What's up, Green? Oh, Cindy, hello from Canada. My husband is a professional Italian chef. Carbs are his life. Carnivore is definitely a challenge in my house. For sure, Cindy. Hey, Mia's girls. What's up? Marsha, hi. Lulu, longtime subscriber. I've gained 25 pounds on Carnivore. I'm really trying to focus on the amount of protein I'm eating to see if higher protein helps me to lose weight. Okay. I know you'll keep us updated, Lulu. Some people do gain. It's crazy. Carnivore talk. I'm listening while driving. Can only type at red lights. You drive safe, brother. Cigar King. Why are all people who are fit eat sugar and never on carnivore diets? Makes you wonder, eh? Makes you wonder. Cigar King saying we should all do the sugar diet. Give me a bark. I saw James and Emily from Ready Set Keto are doing it, and James actually called me last week, and I missed his call. I need to talk to him, see how they're doing. But I won't down anybody for giving it a try. You know what I mean? I just know for me, it ain't gonna happen. But it's crazy the amount of comments I've been inundated with, emails about the sugar diet, you know. It's like, man, something starts trending, and but I've already heard probably 5 or 6 people say they got to like day 3 and 4 and they felt horrible. You know, so. But I'm sure everybody's different. Linda, Lori, I used to avoid pictures too. Yeah, I avoided them. Then I didn't when we were, on Carnivore Quest, and I lost all that weight. I remember taking family pictures all the time, holding my phone out, come on, guys. Now, I don't like to anymore. It's sad. Stormy weather. Jan, what's up? My food issues started as a teen as well due to bad family situation, but it really helped me hit me hard after pregnancies. It's tough, but we can all overcome. Great words of encouragement there. I just call you Stormy. Long-time subscriber. Marcia, I have a regular meeting every morning at 9:30. Would love this. I will catch what I can. Okay, very cool, Marcia. Awesome. That was my mom's name. Marcia. She spelled it S-H-A though. But I still love that name. Solid says, I realized I had a problem with food when I eat fast food secretly in my car before I got home, and then forced myself to eat dinner so my wife wouldn't know I did. I just talked about that on yesterday's stream. I had a whole ritual, how are you gonna get rid of the bag and the trash? I knew exactly what fast food restaurant had a drive up trash can, or I'd go into a gas station where you could just pull up and drop it in the trash. Yeah, so crazy. Appreciate you sharing that. I think it's very common for all those of us that love fast food too much, Terza, I am from a pretty large city, and even though New York City is a 2-hour bus ride or car ride, It is not the same thing. It is like Philly on steroids. And it's intimidating for me too. Wow. Yeah. I I like watching, like if I see a TV show where they're in New York City, it's like, wow, what would it be like to live there? I don't think I could do it. Maybe I could if you had to, right? It's just whatever you're used to. Let's see. John. I was always big. My problems started at 16 when I got my first job. Pandarosa Steakhouse, where I worked for a year with half price buffets and free drinks almost every day I worked. Gained 50 pounds that year. Yep. Buffets, man. Buffets are my Achilles heel. We stay out of them completely. When we're trying to eat right. It's just even what's that one buffet with all steak? Gosh, I'm blanking out right now. You guys know the one. Cassie thinks it's cheap meat and Golden Corral. It's cheap meat and crap, but there's other stuff there that can tempt you, and we just stay away. So, Mary Mac. My food addiction started at 10. My father died. I was told, we're going to take you and no one else wants you. If you are not going to the state house without parents, never felt love. I'm so sorry, Mary. That sucks. We all have a story, don't we? People hear my story, all the tragedy we've been through, and they're just like, oh my, everybody's got heartbreak in their life. It just comes in different forms. That's just part of being on this earth. Marsha, thank you for being real about carb addiction. Yeah, you're welcome, and I think I'm really starting to realize it myself. Having just gained all this weight for the whole world to see. I often wonder, like, not often, but I have wondered, what, like, the other people on YouTube, your steak and butter gal, your just all of them, like what they think of, the dude over at Carnivore Quest that, because behind the scenes I've talked to them all at one time or another. It's like, what do they think? Let's look at this guy. He's giving Carnivore a bad name. Yeah, I wonder about that once in a while. But at the same time, I don't care, excuse my French, two shits what they think. Because, this is Carnivore Quest, and we've always done it our way. We don't count on anybody else, to prop us up or... I was so ashamed of my size, it really killed my self-esteem. Yeah, my self-esteem is in the gutter right now, Linda. It really is. I'm feeling a little better every day. But I'm in a safe space right here. I'm at the house. I'm here with you guys. But like I go out to the store and I'm walking around this, my self-esteem's in the toilet. I didn't want to hang out with family that came down. We had a lot of family come into town for Little Larry's birthday, and I just, my self-esteem's in such a bad place. I didn't want to go out and do things with them. I just wanted to be alone, but I'm snapping out of that. Deborah, I have thought in the past during my diet adventures, I didn't need anyone else to make it work. I'm realizing with this chat, I do need some backup. Thank you. You're very welcome, Deborah. It's just knowing you're not alone sometimes can make a huge difference. Hearing, I've heard so many stories here that I can relate to, and I'm sure a lot of you can, about not being able to fit on the roller coaster, hiding when people are taking pictures in the back. We can all relate to that kind of stuff, and it's powerful, so. Let's see. Kathleen. Okay, first was as a teen and others at a pizza party could leave food on a plate and I couldn't eat it fast enough. There you go. right? Yeah, many times at work, we'd have a pizza party or whatever, and I'd get 5, 6, 7 pieces. As much as I could. It's free. Oh, and I wasn't taking so much that everybody couldn't have some, but I love pizza. Praying for you, Ann. Very cool. Yeah, a lot of prayers. Hey, Deborah. Watching every day. I made the live. Very cool. Man, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so far behind. I'm 20 minutes behind on the chat. All right, I scrolled down a little bit. Sam, hi Larry. Hi Larry and gang. Do you all experience bloating from cheese? I don't know if it's the A1 proteins, but whenever I have cheese, I feel heavier. And I don't know if it's my body's inflammation from cheese. I did a cheese experiment like 2 years ago. I hadn't had cheese. It was like 6 months. And I had 1 ounce of cheese for a week. And I could definitely tell I was inflamed. Everything tightened up. And this is when I was at my lightest, My diet was very clean. And I reintroduced 1 ounce of cheese a day. And I could definitely, I could even tell my wedding ring tightened up just slightly. So for me, it definitely does. And it stalls my weight loss. I even gain weight. I could eat carnivore, and if I consume cheese, I'll gain weight. And heavy cream. If I'm drinking lots of heavy cream, like lots of it. Latte, lots of it. But anyway. Let's see. My tummy noises will bring in millions of views. Oh. Oh yeah, Sherry, I was checking out some snow cone machines on Amazon. You got me thinking about that. I can't believe I've never thought of that. All right, you guys, I am so far behind. Tina, is the receipt available for the ground beef jerky? Is that a question for me, Tina? Is the receipt or a video? Because we have a video on how to make it. You just look up Carnivore Quest ground beef jerky. Sam, hi Larry and gang. I was wondering if y'all ever heard of pilly nuts. I saw one of your newest videos about how you had pine nuts and how you could still get those carbs from overdoing it. Try pilly nuts. Okay. Boy, that was an older video. I think I know I think I know the video you're talking about. It was a couple years old. Okay, you're watching some classic Carnivore Quest, huh? Very cool. Yeah, Linda, Sam, try to stop cheese for a week or two and see if you feel better. Then reintroduce hard cheese. Yeah. Excellent advice, Linda. I feel you on the socks ordeal. What a pain. Oh, I dread it, Deborah. I mean, I do. Isn't that sad? Cassie's, and it's not only how big I am. That's 90% of it. But it's also, I have no flexibility. Even when I played basketball in high school, I worked an entire year on my vertical jump. And by my junior year, I could dunk a girl's basketball because I could palm it with one hand. I couldn't dunk a basketball with two hands, but I could dunk a girl's ball. But I couldn't touch my toes standing up. I had no flexibility. I never have. And I know I could do something about that. But, I was in great shape, but I just was not flexible. It's amazing I didn't get injured more. Carrie Singh, I started my 32-hour butter fast Sunday night, and I've dropped 2 pounds. 36 hours is up at 1, but I'm not going to eat until my blood sugar is under 85. I'm going to try and keep it under at 100 at all times. Awesome, Carrie. Kathleen, vibration plate has helped me so much with circulation and limbic system moving. Okay. Water weight. Awesome. Thank you very much, Sherry, for the super chat. It's very kind of you. What made you decide to do full mouth dentures versus all on 4? How long did it take you to get used to them? And are you happy with them? Thank you so much. Yeah, my teeth were completely destroyed from my alcoholism. Probably for 5 years. I woke up every day, got in the shower, threw up, then went to work, came home, drank until I went to bed, and then repeat. So every morning I threw up. So my top teeth were just destroyed from the acid, from vomiting every day. And I have full plate here. Right here, I have 4 real teeth. My eye teeth, like your fangs, and then the teeth right next to it. So they're kind of like an anchor here. See? Never shown that on camera. And yeah, I mean now I love them. But I did a video, Sherry, on just look up Carnivore Quest dentures. I did an entire video that tells you everything I went through, and but I am happy with them. I went to Affordable Dentures, which I hear it could be hit or miss depending on what branch you went to, but it's amazing what you can get used to. I went through a rough period though when I first had them pulled because I tried to stay on carnivore and some crazy stuff happened. Yeah, so you have to check out that video. It wasn't pleasant for a couple months, so thank you again for that super chat. Very nice. J. Cooper, hello from East Tennessee. We have some of that South Carolina heat going on this week. Laugh out loud. Hope all is well, Larry. Absolutely. Good to see you. All right, I'm going to go down a little bit. CKN, what's up? Saw them. James Hater, the sugar diet, and James hates the sugar diet, and M loves it. Really? Okay. Talking about Ready Set Keto. Yeah, I did see they put out a new video. I should watch the video, huh? Linda, 102 here in the suburb of New York yesterday. Wow. Whew. Barbara, darn, I keep typing wrong words. Last comment I meant to say have and not javelin. It's all good, Barbara. Oh my gosh, you see some of the things I write with all the comments I answer here on the channel. Don't sweat it. That was cute. Let's see. Hey, Joseph. The hiding of the fast food before getting home was like an Olympic event for me. I was for sure a gold medalist at it. Yep. Me too. I was a world champion, bro. Deborah, I knew I had a problem when I couldn't fit in one seat on the airplane anymore. There you go. Same thing with the roller coasters, right, Deborah? When that armrest gouged my hip for 8 hours straight on an overseas flight, I knew I had to change. Yeah. Yeah, Cassie and I, the last time I was on an airplane, was very uncomfortable. We flew to Laughlin, Nevada, and it was brutal. We got the cheapest economy flight, and even little Larry was like totally crammed in, and Cassie and I were absolutely, it was like being tortured while you traveled. It was horrible. Oh, I haven't flown since. Sherry, Linda, oh, been carnivore over 6 years. I don't eat this for weight loss. I actually am still trying to add vegetables in. My gin doesn't like the fiber. 6 years. Awesome. All right. Stormy, you and Cassie are the best, and your transparency and perfections are what make you different and so well loved and appreciated. Thanks, Stormy. I appreciate that. We are definitely a couple of unique failures. You're on YouTube. It is what it is. Most people aren't perfect. And that's mostly what you see on YouTube is just perfect people. Yeah. Let's see. But, like Lori and Chris Bath, so say like, man, they've just dialed in their life so perfectly to the carnivore diet. I admire that, both of them. They're hard workers, and they just make it work. And they were heavy for a long time. I give them props. They just found that groove. They found that right vibration. Yeah. So we'll get there. Well, I'm almost caught up, I think. The uncomfortable silence. I actually don't like that uncomfortable silence. And I apologize anytime it happens. Oh, we know who Brisket was barking at now. Just back from the store for some meat and things. Very cool. Yeah, I actually have to finish up editing yesterday's vlog. I'm almost done with it. Almost done. Be out at 6:30 p.m., guys. I think I'm caught up. Oh, Ruth. I'm so thankful God is in control of the big picture. You will help so many with your story. That's the plan, right? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Sam, one of my favorite vids is yours, heavy cream vids, and why I haven't tried heavy cream. Sounds addicting, even sour cream and fat. It's all addicting. Gosh, I'm getting to where I can't read. See ya, Amber. Perfect people? Sounds like Hollywood to me. It's Cassie. Oh, very cool. Larry, we have surpassed the hour. Oh, we sure did. Oh my gosh. All right. You guys, I hope this meeting did you some good. You guys know I love y'all. It bothers me when I feel like it's getting boring for you guys. I'm not bored. I'm doing plenty of stuff. I don't want to bore you guys. But I want you to have a great day. And you never know. Might get Cassie just to pop on a live, randomly. So definitely stop by our channel, maybe like tonight, or I'm going to ask her. Say, hey, you want to jump on and do a live? I just want her to get her back on and get her back to being comfortable, But 6:30 p.m., I would really appreciate it if you guys check out my vlog. A lot of people were saying in the last video, Larry, just make your vlog simple, just don't edit it. Just it's I can't do that. I have to edit those kind of videos, you know. So I can't. You know, once in a while, I'll sit down on the porch and put out a video from the heart where I'm just talking to you guys and I don't edit it at all. But a vlog and stuff, yeah, I gotta edit those. I can't put out something that's total trash, you know. But I thank you guys, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be answering your comments at 6:30, and we will see you tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. I hope you guys can make it. Have a wonderful day, and stay strong. No sugar, no carbs, no cheating. You guys know that. And thank you for all you guys who hung out today. It means the world to me. So, bye.